Hello and welcome to this video lesson on time management, where I'm sharing 10 practical tools to help you be more productive and efficient. I must tell you that I was very excited to choose this topic as it is on the top of my list this year to be a lot more organized and to structure my days and time better. So it was great. I really enjoyed researching this topic and I'm looking forward to sharing with you over the next few minutes the top 10 sort of tips that I think are really practical and are going to assist you. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And well, let's jump into it, shall we? I'm going to share my screen with a PowerPoint presentation just to guide us along. There we go. Right, so we all have the exact same 24 hours in a day. And what happens? The time just vanishes. We all feel like that these days. We do live very busy lives and there's a lot to pack in. But as I shared, with these 10 practical tools, it's going to assist you on how to focus better, where you can eliminate certain tasks, and where you should be focusing your time and prioritizing. And I really love this quote by Benjamin Franklin that says, "You may delay, but time will not." And that is so true. So let's see how, after these 10 practical tools, that you can make your 24 hours a lot more productive. Right, so a little bit more about me. For those that this might be the first video that you're watching, my name is Candice Luck, and I am the owner and creator of Connected Wellbeing. And I'm a mindful mum to an amazing, loving, curious 5-year-old daughter. I've been with my husband, Rowan, for almost 18 years. He is my rock. And I have honestly, truly been so blessed to be able to be supported in following my passions and being able to align and provide Connected Wellbeing as a platform to assist me to fulfill my bigger purpose, which is about teaching, supporting, and uplifting modern moms and families so that they can achieve true happiness, well-being, and life fulfillment. We all deserve those things. It obviously looks different for different people, but all the basic foundations are there. And I truly, as I say, my sort of bigger purpose in being able to teach and support and share those tools that can help you to create the life that you want to live, filled with purpose and passion, and as I say, being fulfilled. So my story, yes, I became a mom, as I said, almost 6 years ago, and when I was rocking my daughter in her rocking chair, I looked down at this little bundle of joy and made a vow that I was going to be the best mom that I could be. And then I started to panic because I didn't know how to fulfill this huge promise. And as many of us know, parenting is one of the toughest jobs out there, and yet we do the least amount of preparation for it. So that's where I started my parenting quest, which led me, as I say, to creating Connected Wellbeing, where I now have this amazing platform to provide a variety of online courses and facilitation. And I'm excited for what is going to unfold this year. So that's me in a nutshell. You're welcome to go visit my website, www.connectedwellbeing.co.za, or Instagram or Facebook, and connect and share and see more about me there. So let's jump in. What is the goal of time management? Now, time management, we all have slightly different definitions, and we all manage our time, but whether it's good or bad is going to be different. So here are sort of 3 goals of good time management. You want to be able to simplify how you work. You want to be able to get things done faster, and you want to do tasks better. So those are our 3 goals of good time management. After this presentation, I really truly want you to have this as a motto, that you're going to work smart and not hard. Choosing 2 or 3 of these tools, techniques that you can start implementing today So obviously not all 10. See which ones you feel comfortable with and which ones are going to be easy for you to implement. And absolutely, let's start making smarter decisions, because when we're working hard, it doesn't always necessarily mean that we are getting more in return. So we want to work smart. Right, so let's get into number 1, track your time. So can you guess how much time you spend on activities? Estimating is going to be way off. So you need to actually capture how you spend your time accurately. There are fantastic apps. The example here is Rescue Time, which you actually can load on your PC, and it will give you a monthly report and show you what time you're spending on different sort of web browsing or different sort of activities. And then this is going to be able to present you with clear data that shows you where and how your time is perhaps leaking, those time wasters, those distractions. And then this will also then be able to show you where you can improve and optimize. So this is a good thing probably, to begin with, is for a week, track your time and see what is making up those 24 hours and where you can eliminate and make those changes. Number 2, your energy levels. This has such a big impact on how our day will unfold. So your rate of productivity is directly linked to your energy levels. So start to notice which hours of the day and which days of the week are you most productive. So for most people, early in the morning, well, not as in 6 o'clock in the morning, but first thing in the morning when you get into the office or you have your work time, is get those most important tasks done first when your energy levels are high. Later on in the afternoon, when they start to dip, perhaps you want to do what they call their low value tasks, such as emails or some data capturing or some admin or filing, but get those critical tasks done first thing. And then also generally see days of the week. For most people, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are like the peak of their week, where they are the most productive and active. So again, plan around this. It really does make so much sense to do this. Number 3, prioritizing your tasks. However small or large, you need to have clear priorities. Otherwise, nothing is a priority. If everything is just listed, it all kind of blends and merges into one big thing that then becomes overwhelming, and then you don't even begin to start ticking off those tasks. So prioritize true tasks as well that are taking you closer to your big goals. And I thought this was also really good, is to stop and ask yourself, is this going to be helping me in my bigger picture? So if it is, for instance, more family quality time, and I keep on taking big projects at work, or I'm spending too much time socializing with friends, or whatever it is, grocery shopping where maybe I could order online. So prioritize that. If those are my main goals, is it taking me closer to those goals? And then this is also a fantastic method called the Eisenhower Matrix method. And this was shared with me recently by one of my mentors, Adele Daxon. And it has made such an impact already since using this method. So this is going to help you determine what is urgent and what is important. And this is what it sort of looks like. This is how you can use the method. So you're then going to ask yourself, absolutely, do I have to do it right now? Is it very, very important, like urgent? So those are emergencies. If you've got pressing clients, if you've got those big deadlines. If it's not, then perhaps you can schedule it for later on in that week. So these also could be sort of long-term decisions or meetings that can take place. So that, as I say, is not very urgent, but it's still important. Then, as you filter through those tasks, you then ask yourself, who can do it now? Can I possibly delegate it? So there again, they give an example of booking a trip or scheduling some interviews. So as I say, can I pass it on to someone else? It's not very important. It's not taking me closer to my bigger goals. And then the fourth one, after you've really filtered down your list, is deleting it. If it's really something that is not going to be beneficial to me or anything else, look social media depending on your business and what your goals are. Perhaps social media is higher on your list, but spending time, I think, on social media, rather scheduling in 3 times a week, 45 minutes, and not doing it every single day, because social media is a huge time waster. It takes up a lot of our time and grabs our attention focus, and before we know it, time is gone. So if you want to check it, set 10 minutes aside, put the timer on, literally, so that you don't get carried away and sucked into all the stories and the blogs and the videos, etc. So that is a lovely way. Is it important? Is it urgent? Not so urgent? Can I delegate it, or can I actually delete it off my to-do list, off my list completely? Right, so number 4 is setting time limits. So create your own deadlines for yourself, because if you don't allocate times or dates to complete specific tasks, it doesn't, when we have a deadline, it kind of really forces our brain to focus and complete a task sooner, and avoiding those last minute panic attacks when things are suddenly super, super urgent and you're feeling overwhelmed. And use a countdown timer to help complete small, easy tasks quicker. So, example, if you usually take 10 minutes to do something, set the time for 7 minutes and then 5 minutes, and see how you can become quicker at doing those tasks. And the same thing with, as I say, if it is a not an important task like enjoying a bit of social media catch up, then limit that time so that it doesn't overlap into important time where you should be doing more important tasks. Right, number 5, we have eliminating distractions. I know it seems obvious, but we need to just throw it in here. And phones are always tempting. So place it in another place, put it on silence, turn off the Wi-Fi, and as I say, put it completely away from where you can see it or interact with it. Also, on your PC when you're working, close unnecessary tabs and windows that you're not using. Turn off your Wi-Fi so you can't get automatic pop-ups and reminders about things. And then also, depending on your workspace or environment, you might have pets or kids, noise, colleagues that can interrupt you. So again, see if there is where you can schedule time away in a boardroom or have a separate space where you can dedicate to working. And a nice idea is to put headphones on. When headphones are on, you can have very quiet, relaxing music on in the background, so it's not too loud. But it's amazing that people seem to see you as less approachable, and hopefully will not come and interrupt and distract you. So I thought those were some really good distraction eliminating ideas there. Right, then number 6, we have making quick decisions. Do you know that 90% of the decisions you make actually don't matter? And that's a bit scary to think, because we kind of do have to make a lot of decisions every single day. But I suppose, yes, whether I turn left or right at the robot is not going to make a huge difference to my life, does it? Invest your focus on the big decisions and make quick calls on medium and small decisions. A lot of your successful entrepreneurs, you'll see that their sort of clothing wardrobe is very basic, because they don't want to waste their creative potential, their thinking on decisions like, what am I wearing today? So they might just have a wardrobe filled with grey, white and black t-shirts and denims, and that's what they wear. It just makes life simple for them. So this is a lovely method from Susie Welch, which is 10-10-10. And you're asking yourself these 3 questions. How will I feel about this decision in 10 minutes from now? How will I feel about it in 10 months from now? And in 10 years from now? So obviously that can help you to really categorize, wow, is it really going to, we tend to overanalyze our decisions. But absolutely, if it's not going to impact me in 10 minutes from now, whether I'm going to have full cream milk or low fat milk, let it be, if someone's making you a cup of coffee, but don't spend too much time on it. And as ladies, we need to use this and to stop ourselves, because as I said, we tend to overanalyze and spiral into a whole new mind map around making a decision. But if it's, as I said, really going to have a big impact on you, obviously if it's, you know, relocating homes or changing jobs, enrolling your child in extramural activities or future studies, obviously those are going to have a bigger impact and require bigger decision processing time. That was a great method as well. Number 7, beating procrastination. Boy, oh boy, procrastination can be such a pain. But here is a method from David Allen, who suggests the 2-minute rule. So part 1, if it can be done in 2 minutes, just do it. Don't add it to your to-do list or put it aside for later. Or if you don't have to do it, delegate it to someone else, but just get it done. So I like that. Or part 2, if it does take more than 2 minutes, then just start it. And once you actually make the start, it creates a bit of momentum. And this will help you to break that first barrier of procrastination. So if it is a project or a goal, you know, break it down into steps and just spend 2 minutes on it. Or if you want to start meditating every day for 15 minutes, just start meditating for 2 minutes and then gradually grow on it. But I also just have a thing of just do it. You know, sometimes think, I'll do it later. I'll reply to that person later. And now with again, awesome technology on our phone, you can save a voice note or send a voice note instead of having to even take the time to type it. So all those little things do help to make our time more efficient. Say no more often. Another good one. And this quote that says the difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. And that's quite a good, powerful quote to ponder on. And again, it makes sense. You really want to be spending your time with quality people doing quality activities. Yes, there are those little everyday tasks in between that we do have to do. But honestly, really stopping and contemplating, not too long, not taking up too much time to contemplate, but, you know, really being able to reflect before you just keep saying yes. And start saying no to those things that don't contribute again to those true goals. I gave the example earlier, if one of your true goals is to spend more, is to have more quality family time, then say no to those big projects at work. Say no to those drinks after work with colleagues that are going to eat into your family time. Not saying you can't do it any time, but just, you know, schedule it in maybe once a month or once every second month. And as I say, just being more empowered to say no, that it is completely okay, and to, practice and be comfortable saying it and doing it, follow through. Number 9, calendars and color coding. The more you plan and schedule your time with purpose, the less time there is for outside forces to take over your schedule. Absolutely true. So work from a calendar or diary rather than just a to-do list. Because if I just have a to-do list, again, there's no sort of time allocations. I don't know the priority of that list. It's just a list. So actually having a calendar or diary where you can block out or do time blocking is going to be a lot more effective in you achieving those tasks. And then a fantastic tip as well is to color code your calendar by different types of activities. So perhaps then all work is going to be in green, family and socializing is going to be in yellow, personal time is going to be in blue. And again, at a glance, you can sort of just see how things are mapping out in your calendar. So I think that really is a fantastic and useful tip. And everything's better with a bit of color, makes it a bit more fun. And then number 10 is a great one to end off with, and that is be cool and single task. We've got to stop that multitasking myth. It is now cool just to single task. The brain is only really designed to focus on one thing at a time. And I know us moms are amazing at multitasking to a degree, but to be honest, how well are we doing every single task? If I'm talking to someone and unpacking the dishwasher, I might only half hear what my friend is saying, or I might drop or chip a mug. So again, how efficiently am I doing that task? So rather, it also breaking down big projects into small single tasks and taking the time to force your brain to single task and to rather go deep into that work and truly be able to be productive and effective. So perhaps setting a timer for 25 minutes and only doing that one task. And this is called the Pomodoro technique. You can search that and read up more on that if that piques your interest. So there we have it, 10 really fantastic tools that as I say, I truly think are going to make a huge difference in how you manage your time. And then just to end off with, which makes complete sense, either run the day or the day runs you. And as I started off with saying, is that we all feel as though the days just slip away and time is fast. We are living in a modern time where there is so much demands on our time, our energy. But as I say, the more you can structure and plan your day, the more your day will unfold and be more productive. And the end result is that you'll feel happier and more successful because you would have accomplished a lot more in your day. Scheduling in, as I say, we want that balance between work and family. So again, scheduling in that meditation time for 10 minutes, that self-care, that family quality time. Otherwise, everything just merges into a blur and the weeks and the months just vanish. And we don't want that anymore. We want to really love our time and enjoy making every day productive and efficient and filled with a variety of fun and, as I say, productivity and family time. So thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed this. And again, thank you for taking the time to watch. For more information on how I can perhaps facilitate some well-being for you in your life, then please do visit my website. Also the social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook. You'll find me on there as well. So thank you so much. And please, you're welcome to run through this again, take notes, screen capture, and you can welcome to drop me an email. Let me know how any of those tools are working out for you. But for now, go well and all the best.